court documents say the state of Minnesota will seek an aggravated sentence in the case of a young Moorhead boy's death. 3-year-old Easton died at Sanford Hospital after he was found unresponsive at a Moorhead apartment back in March. Cheyenne Erickson and Rosa Garza were booked into the Clay County Jail on second-degree murder charges back in July. The final autopsy report outlined that Easton had 28 blunt force injuries, and the manner of death was ruled homicide. The state of Minnesota released a statement of the grounds for the aggravated sentence, saying in part, the victim in this matter was barely 3 years old at the time of his death and particularly vulnerable. They also say he was treated with cruelty and obviously required medical intervention.